I am Oliver Green, and I am half of a group for change, and I'm bringing you, that's right, you, another edition of the 100-Day Video Challenge, day 97. Day 97. So we have 98, 99, and 100 days. We have 3 days to reach 100. And we will be done the 100-Day Video Challenge. You see the topic because I wanted it. Christmas is over. And my question to you is, how much money did you spend? Did you have a budget for Christmas? And if you had a budget for Christmas, did you come in at what your budget was? Or did you come in overspending, spending more than what your budget was? Or, to be honest, did you even create a budget? For me, I don't know about for you, but for me, following a budget was like really, really scary. Only because I knew when Marquita actually was going to make me sit down and get it all out of my head, I was probably going to be in trouble for buying stuff that I didn't need, didn't use, and probably couldn't tell you what it was. Is that you? But what I'll say is, having a budget has allowed us it has afforded us opportunities that we may not have had if it wasn't in place. Talked about going on vacation. And I believe we all should go on vacation. It wasn't something I grew up with, but I think we should all do it. But going on vacation should be something that is planned out, paid for in cash, and it does not put you in debt. Planned out, paid for in cash, doesn't put you in debt. And having a budget afforded us that opportunity on several occasions. We have 3 daughters who have been in competitive sports, were in competitive sports, or currently are in competitive sports. And having that budget has allowed us to fund their activities and travel to where the activities were. We've gone on cruises, vacations that were planned out and paid for in cash. Didn't have to come back wondering if the lights were going to be on, if the cars were still going to be there, if we were going to have food, because they were planned out. There was a plan in place to pay for them, and they didn't put us in debt. And I don't say this to brag or boast. I say it from a place, if we can do it, you can do it. The problem is, you have to want to do it. I can't force you to want to have a budget. I can't force you to want to start save money. I can't even force you to purchase the book and read it and put what's in the book into action. You have to want it. You have to see benefit in making a change in your current situations, in your current financial situation, to be more specific. I have a question for you. Did you have a budget for Christmas? And if you had a budget for Christmas, did you spend what your budget was here? Were you under budget here? Or were you over budget here, to the point that right now you're stressing about your rent, your car payment, and whatever, your credit card bill, because you maxed that out for one day? That's a sad reality that we live in. I hope that it's not your reality, but understand that it is a reality. I need for you today to write down all the money you've spent in the last 2 weeks. So you could see where your money's gone. Get how much you made, how much you brought in, and how much went out. One should equal the other. How much did you put away for savings? You shouldn't be living paycheck to paycheck. You shouldn't be living paycheck to paycheck. That's not what life's about. It's just not what life is about. You need to be able to live comfortably, but in order to do that, you have to have a plan in place. If you don't have a plan in place, and I don't mean the plan you have in your head, I mean the plan that's written down on a piece of paper. It's a budget. How much did you spend in the last 2 weeks? It's a valid question. I don't want to know. I want you to know how much you spent in the last 2 weeks, so you can decide that you need to make better decisions, and you can decide that you need to invest in you because what you're currently doing is not working. And here at Regroup for Change, we are an entity that handles working with individuals, families, and organizations to help them shift their thinking from ineffective to effective. It's a mindset shift. And a lot of times we want to do it, especially with the new year coming up, but we don't. Or we say we want to do it and we start out and we don't. We fail. And the only people we fail us and we fail our families, those that depend on us. So once you have written down all the money that you've spent in the last 2 weeks, you will then know, do you spend it wisely or are you a frivolous spender? When you've done that, I challenge you to reach out, to sit down with us and get your free 15-minute assessment to see where you are. But that's going to be a challenge. That's going to be something that you have to come to grips with, because that's where the investment part starts. Just because it's free doesn't mean that it's not beneficial. Just because it's free doesn't mean that you don't need it. Because there are a lot of free things that are very beneficial we don't do, but we'll go out and spend buku amount of money on a pair of sneakers, a pocketbook, all the things that we don't necessarily need in the current moment. Where are you in your financial decision making? It's a valid question that only you have to answer for you. I am Oliver Green, and I am half of Regroup for Change, and I'm bringing you, that's right, you, another edition of the 100-Day Video Challenge, Day 97. Stay tuned for 98, 99, and 100. Regroup for Change is here to help you make better decisions in your financial situation. But guess what? You, my friend, have to want to make better decisions for you.